everybody, welcome back to Gamer Nerds. I'm Kalina. In this episode, we'll be talking to you about Battlefield Bad Company 2, which was released for PC, PS3, and 360. In this sequel to 2008's action-packed military adventure, you once again reprise the role of Preston Marlowe, accompanied by his fellow military misfits of Bad Company. This time chasing after a secret weapon codenamed Aurora. But that's enough from me, so let's see what the boys have to say.
Let's get into the story of Bad Company 2. Plot-wise, this game is like any other military game based in today's world. In fact, this game reminds me in so many ways of Modern Warfare 2, from the way the game begins, plot twist, the game's ending, to the game's main antagonist, Kirilenko, a Russian terrorist, even the game's backstory, which involves Russia trying to invade USA. Yeah, I know we've seen it all before, so you're probably asking yourself, why should I even care about the game's story? Unlike Modern Warfare 2, which took itself way too seriously, this game does not take itself seriously in any way whatsoever. In fact, you could say that this game is a military spoof of Modern Warfare 2. If I was to best describe this game, I would say what would happen if Modern Warfare 2 got really high. What's not important in this game is the game's backstory. We've seen it all before, like I said a million damn times. The charm comes from the game's characters. Unlike Modern Warfare 2, the characters in this game actually have personality. Haggard is still trigger and explosive happy. The game's main characters provide plenty of humor. One thing this game loves is irony. The team's helicopter pilot Flynn is this make love not war, pro peace, hippie type character, and then he's in this war setting. If the characters in Modern Warfare 2 are all go action oriented, then the characters in this game are more like the do I have to? This game brings humor to the military games as Smash did to the military TV series back in the day. My only problem with the game is the fact that the game was actually really short. I actually beat this game in one sitting, but then according to Dinks, my sittings are pretty intense, so I don't know if that means anything. This is a fun, lighthearted story. So yeah, this game does a good job of making fun of the Modern Warfare 2s of this world, and just for that, good stuff. So let's get into the gameplay of Bad Company 2. If you played the first game, gameplay-wise, it really hasn't changed much, which is not necessarily a bad thing because the first game was awesome. Like the first game, the main key element is destruction. Everything blows up, vehicles, environments, buildings, everything is destructible. They've actually upgraded the destruction engine to Destruction 2.0. Unlike the first game where only parts of a building could blow up, this time around, the whole building comes down. This actually introduces a new element to the game. Nowhere is safe. So if you're hiding in a building, eventually it comes crashing down around you, you're exposed, so you have to always keep on your toes, keep the action going. If you're hiding behind a car, they blow it up. Hiding in a building, they'll blow it up. Anywhere, they'll blow it up. In the same way, you can expose enemies, force them to run out of the buildings they're hiding in, take them down by simply blowing up the damn buildings to hell. It's a hell of a lot of fun. Like the first game, environments are set in these giant sandboxes. You can take any route to complete your objective. You can take the main road, do recon and snipe from far. If you're like me, blow up everything inside, kill everyone inside. Awesome. Although like in the first game, you are based in these giant sandboxes, I find this time around it's a little bit more linear, more streamlined, and that's not a bad thing. In the first game, I found myself going from one objective to the next. Drive from one place to another, it takes so long. You're seeing all this grass around you, it gets really boring. This time around, it's more streamlined, keeps the pace up, never really brings it down. There are still vehicle segments, they're a little bit more action-packed in a tank, in a helicopter gunning down. It's just pure carnage. My only complaint in terms of gameplay would actually be from enemy AI. If you get killed and you respawn, enemies will repeat what they did previously, but beyond that, gameplay wise, full of explosions, full of carnage, never will feel safe. Awesome. Let's get into the AV, that's the way the game looks and sounds. In terms of graphics, I can't really say this game really looks any better than the first one. In fact, it looks pretty much identical, which is both good and bad. Good in the sense that sure, you know, the first game was a beautiful looking game. Bad in the sense that it completely removes the wow factor. It feels like deja vu, it feels like you've been there. It's still a good looking game, you can forgive all that. This time around, the environments are a little bit more varied. In the first game, we saw lots of greens, lots of buildings. There are still greens, there's still other buildings, but there's also snow, rocky areas. From a bird's eye point of view, this game is gorgeous. The environments are gigantic. When you do get a little close to the environment, the textures don't look that great. They look a little bit smudgy. Trees look a little bit like paper. Character models look really great, especially the main characters. Some of the characters do look a little generic. Agwire and Braidwood, I actually thought they were the same person. In terms of the way the game sounds, explosions, gunfire, it sounds amazing. If you have surround sound, turn that up. Feels like you're dead center in a war and you need to take cover. The voice acting is pretty damn good. The main voice actors from the first game reprise their roles. The delivery is really well done. The music is really interesting, but in terms of the way the game looks and sounds, it looks amazing. It sounds amazing. You can't really complain, so good stuff. Let's get into the content of Bad Company 2. Like I said, it's a single player mission with different difficulty settings. Within the single player mission, there's these comm stations which are scattered throughout the levels. You find them, you blow them up. They pretty much just replace the gold from the first game. It's just for collection. I didn't care much about it at all. One of the cool things though is that whenever you find a weapon in this game, it becomes part of your library. So the next time you hit a weapons cache, you can actually take that weapon and load out with it. But apart from the single player mission, the other most important thing in the game would be the multiplayer. It's pretty much divided into 3 modes: Rush, Conquest, Deathmatch. Conquest, which is probably my favorite in the game, pretty much capture the flag with a twist. You capture flag points. Once you do, you have access to that flag points, vehicles, respawn points. It's full of chaos, full of anarchy. It's trying to defend that point. Enemies are trying to attack you. They're coming in with helicopters, tanks, people on foot trying to flank you. Buildings are falling apart around you. You're hiding in the building, they blow it up. It's pure chaos. Then there's Rush, which is probably my least favorite. You have one team defending a comm station while another team tries to come in and blow it up. And then there's Deathmatch, which has 4 on 4 on 4 on 4, which means nothing but chaos. No matter where you are, you're attacked. You have a tank shooting at you. Yeah, one guy shooting at you, and then another guy shooting at him, and another guy shooting at him. You don't ever really feel safe, that's for sure. The more you play like in Modern Warfare 2, you rank up, you unlock new weapons, gadgets, you unlock new specs, pretty much replace the perks in Modern Warfare 2. Multiplayer in this game is definitely something to check out. In terms of DLC, to encourage people to buy brand new copies, they gave VIP codes which allowed you to download VIP map packs for free. 2 of them are already released. If you didn't buy a brand new copy, you can still buy these map packs. Like I said, this is a great game. Good single player campaign, good story, good multiplayer. I'm gonna go play some Battlefield Bad Company 2. I'm gonna see you guys later. Peace.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the show. Feel free to leave your comments and feedback below, and please subscribe. We'll see you next time on Gamer Nerds. I can't say it.
It's okay, you gotta go.
Aurora. Aurora. Aurora.
Sorry, chasing after.
Aurora. Aurora. This time chasing a secret military. Why do I keep saying military?
It's okay.